Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Dead Guy.
Hello.
And today we are wrapping up our coverage of the Crimson Empire series. As I said at the end of the last one, originally Crimson Empire was going to end with the third one, which would have had Kir Kanos versus Luke Skywalker, because he was the last one involved directly with the Emperor's death. But it just got delayed, put off for so long, and eventually evolved into something completely different. Because so much time had passed and everything. By this point, Nama Nor, which we were introduced in that one, was connected to the Yins and Vaughn, and that whole invasion was dealt with. So soon realized, obviously, even if Kanos had dealt with Luke, it wasn't going to end with Luke's death, regardless. So I think it was soon decided that we need to have Kanos have some other story involved with the story in some other regard, but still have it set before the last in the Legacy of the Jedi. Oh no, the new Jedi Order era.
Okay.
So before Vector Prime and all that stuff.
Okay.
So this is the story we're going to get, and it opens up. It has been 10 years since the destruction of the Empire. The death of Palpatine.
Okay.
And he says, "Twice now, Miracin, we have crossed paths. Each time working at cross purposes, enemies, but something more. Both times, though." Now this is a preview story, by the way. This is like a prelude, and both times, though, the attraction between us was undeniable. Oops. I tried to convince you and myself that it did not exist. But over the last 2 years that I have chased the means by which to fulfill my mission, I've come to realize that you and I, Miracin, are destined to meet again. Oh, clear. Not quite, Krar. Give up, Krar. I won't hurt you. You're worth more to me alive than dead. Bounty hunter scum. Jim, miss. And don't kill me. Listen to you. And listen to me. You don't understand. I didn't have a choice. It was their fault. I had to kill them. Relax. I already said I wanted you alive. You made 2 mistakes, Krar. What 2 mistakes? First, you got caught. And second, you talk too much. You haunt my thoughts,
Cool.
Miracin, and at a time when I should be focused on more than ever on my mission. The time for my final vengeance, the Emperor's final vengeance, will soon be here. 2 years I have spent chasing down vermin like Krar, dealing with the scum of the galaxy in order to raise the necessary funds. But this bounty will put me over the top, and my plan can begin. I know I have hurt you, Miracin, but never intentionally. Your friend Sadit attempted to come between me and my target. What befell him was his fault, not mine. You must admit more than once I have risked my life to save yours. And you and the galaxy now know that the so-called heroes of the New Republic are the offspring of Darth Vader, the man who killed your husband. The Emperor does not care if the people of Niz Person starve as long as they submit. Surely, Miracin, you will not interfere with my revenge on them, and it will be coming soon. So basically, this is making it clear that by now, and unfortunately, this is what happened in a lot of the books, word has eventually come through that Vader was Luke and Leia's father. And Zahn originally kept that to the vets because the whole idea of it's a huge galaxy. No one's going to find out. But then other writers had it be, oh no, but everyone knows by now.
Yeah.
Because, some writers don't have a sense of scale.
Well, I guess that kind of makes me think about, because the first comics I did were the Star Wars comics, the Marvel Star Wars, right?
Yep.
And it makes me think about, they just completely rewrote all that, basically. And I kind of really liked it, like the way they were writing it. I was like, that's actually a really cool story.
I know,
to get in between, but
Vader
made a big deal about finding out who that pilot was in the comic.
But but they make it. It's been made clear actually that he didn't know it was Luke right away, and Luke was his son.
Right.
But I'm saying no.
Pilot.
But what I'm saying though is that eventually other writers just had to be. Oh, of course, everyone else knows just because they saw it. Oh, if the heroes know, then everyone in the galaxy knows, and that was stupid.
Yeah, you're right. That's too much.
Moving Krar. This is Lem Krar. All right, there's a bounty on him. Krar, hey? Let's see. Here we are. 10,000 credits alive, 6,000 dead. Quite a substantial bounty, isn't it? but as to be expected for the murder of 14 younglings.
Damn.
I was wrong, Krar. You made 3 mistakes. Damn! I'll take the 6,000. I love that. It's like, he was going to bring him in alive because he was worth more alive, but then, nope! All right, less than I anticipated, but it will be enough. I hope to see you soon, Miracin, and that the 3rd time will pay for all. You're thinking about him, aren't you, Maris? What? No, I mean, yes, I was, ma'am. That's, Leia. Now, I should point out, this is the same artist as the other 2 books, but different coloring.
Yeah,
More modern
I was
coloring.
gonna say I like her drawing in this one better though. The art's really good.
But what about Leia?
Leia's very interesting.
Call me Leia. It's after hours, but keep in mind the New Republic faces many threats. If you take the job of my head of security, now by this point, Leia Mamosma was assassinated, poisoned.
Oh, okay.
And Leia has been taken over. If you take the job as my head of security, I can't have you focus solely on one man, especially a man who has not been seen or heard from in 2 years. So in this time, it's 2 years since Crimson Empire 2.
Okay.
But Leia, if you knew this man, he was one of Palpatine's personal guards. I'm sorry, you're right. Get some rest, Miras, and stop worrying about Kir Kanos. I don't think he'll show his face around here soon. Good night, ma'am. You better not show your face, Kir and Kanos. Twice before I failed in my duty to kill you. I won't fail a 3rd time. You fell in love with him!
Right. You'll definitely fail again.
So that was the preview. So let's get on into the main story now.
Preview.
Yep.
What
and
is
here
that?
This is Empire Lost. Oh, forgot. But by this point, this is more recent of the comics. This one, like I said, it took so long to do this. Now, of course, this is more of a reprint. And yeah, this is a Legends reprint, obviously.
Yeah.
So by this point, it has been 13 years since the Battle of Yavin.
13 years?
Yep. Captain, our scanners have detected a fast-moving object. A small spacecraft, obsolete design, and it's most certainly attempting to mask itself. So yeah, they're following this ship, and excuse me, Ken, but I think our object just realized we're tracking it. So yeah, they're following that ship as it heads towards this planetoid. Well, now I guess that solves our mystery. There's your land base. Ensign, scan the surface carefully. I want to know where the ship's going. Sorry, sir, if I may, I think I may have the base. I've got a very large energy spike coming from a specific location, consistent with a large settlement. I'm unable to achieve visual confirmation, however. Something's not right here. The craft must have known we were in the area. Why would it fly directly into our tracking system? So yeah, they're trying to figure out what's going on, but then they soon realize, wait, I'm the fool here. Reverse course, get the ship out of here. Captain, their scanners just locked on us. We're being targeted. Just what I was afraid of. I've led us right into a trap. Let's move before... Too late, Captain. We've been fired upon. Damn!
Dude, you know what got them all killed?
What? Kanos.
Well, that and that dude's eyes were completely looking in 2 opposite directions. How would you make somebody who can't see straight? I'm sorry.
Yep, that's quite a bounty for one man. Why don't you do yourself a favor, Kill? Spend it somewhere else. We don't need it. Oh, that wasn't Kanos. That was something else, I think. Don't worry. I won't be staying in this dirt hole any longer than I have to. Hello. Not interested. We'll see. Dang!
Damn.
But it might be healthier for your friends to let me pass. We'll see. I'm thinking someone here wants to see me. Okay, then. Come on out. No? Guess I was wrong. Getting Skill, you have a guest waiting in your room. How many? 4? And it might interest you that I saw one of them in the constable's office earlier. Thanks! Oh, he's starting to fight all of them. My hands! No, he sliced his hands off.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
you may understand. There's no need for violence. Just hand over the bounty and be on your way. Be on your way. Ching! This is wrong. I was to kill you, but you've killed me. Next time, shoot. Don't talk. Ha! Referencing the, Ching! You've just killed my best man. Oh, Boba!
Yep.
Please, no more killing. Put your weapon down. We simply want to talk. You're right. Enough bloodshed. Good choice. You understand that the thugs you so easily dispatch had nothing to do with me. My name is Boba Fett. I know who you are. You're a hard man to find. I've been paid well to locate you. And everybody freeze. We have a complaint of. Wait, this wasn't. But how? Uh, Not the outcome you planned, eh? But no matter. I'm sure I can more than compensate you for any loss you may have suffered. Rest easy, and Kennick's kill, or should I say Kir Kanos. Think of yourself as a guest rather than our prisoner. I believe you appreciate the reception that your host has in mind for you. Meanwhile, we're seeing there's Leia and Han and Leia's kids.
Yep.
Like, hey, wait, I want to come too. You're gonna get us caught. You're asking for it, Anakin. I told you to go away. This area's off limits. You're not supposed to be here either, Gina. If you and Jason make me leave, I'm gonna tell. Okay, just keep quiet and keep up. Hey! So we're seeing about just a meeting and everything. I thank you for granting me a moment of the council's precious time. As you know, a band of agitators controlled by Nama Nor continues to spread unrest in our system. We repeatedly request the Republic's intervention, only to be ignored. But this is clearly a local matter. He's broken no laws that we are aware of. That is where you are wrong, Madam Chief of State. He is sowing the seed of rebellion, turning the minds of our people against us. Did you see him? Yeah, cute. The Republic continually downplays this threat, refusing to take our request seriously. So you mock me? Laugh in my face. There's no use dealing with arrogant fools. You haven't heard the last of this. Whoops! Your Highness, if the Council has concluded its business, I have Lar Nadigo as requested. Yes, the Council has adjourned. Welcome, Lieutenant Nadigo. I've heard of your bravery at Rearsack. Thank you. I was just doing my job. Nevertheless, it's an honor to meet you and to present you with your new commission. Lieutenant Nadigo is to join General Solo and aid in the mop-up on Nam Chorus. Then I hope you understand when I ask you to make sure the General gets home safely. I have a vested interest, you know. I'll do my best, ma'am. Now, will someone please bring those little gate crashers down from the balcony and call Nana? Princess Leia, may I speak with you? Mirrors, of course. You're wearing dark glasses? The inner lens are information screens, feeding me security data from throughout the palace and keeping me in touch with your Nalgri guards. You take your job seriously. That's why you have my trust. And that is what I'm here about. I decided to resign my position. Resign? But you can't. I won't accept. Why would you do such a thing? Mama! Okay, you three troublemakers have already caused me to offend one visitor. You know this chamber's off limits. What am I going to do with you? There you are. And there you are. I've been looking. So yeah, they take him away. Miras, I won't accept your resignation. You've proven your loyalty as well as your bravery. I need someone I can trust in charge of my family's security. I have to know my children are safe. Please take a day to reconsider. I also have come to warn you again about Kir Kanos. He's a dangerous man with a blood oath to avenge Palpatine. Despite what you think, I'm not right for this position. But out of respect, I'll wait one day before my decision is final. Because she found out as well about the connection to Vader.
Oh, okay.
So now she feels like, I can't trust myself.
Gotcha. A crazy droid.
Yep. Awesome. So we see Luke training a bunch of the Jedi, the new knights. And then now this, because this is taking place again, like the new Jedi Order and everything,
right.
Mike Richardson, the writer, decided to take a moment to actually date back to the early days as well. So we're going to have someone else show up. This we have Vima. Remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Right here, though. But for some reason, he doesn't have her talk like her. Like, Vima the Buddha, you came out of the shadows now. Ah, young Skywalker, always alert. You are a good teacher, much like the one who taught you. Not so young anymore, but yes, taught by the best. Now, why are you lurking about my training session? Come and walk with me. I have received, I mean, she's not talking the same.
Right.
Like, I have received information that I must share and that you must act on. Information? I've traveled much in my life, made many friends, some in places you would not expect. Word has gotten to me that a plot is brewing against the Republic, something massive. I fear for the Republic, for your sister's family. They are in danger. You must warn them of a man named Devane. See what I mean? No, it's like it's nice to
Mm,
see her, but she was spoken broken English, not. I mean,
yeah,
she might have learned, but this is her first appearance since Empire's End.
true.
But yeah, Boba's being dry. Where are we? What is this place? It's not for me to say. Kir Kanos, welcome to the
Uh-oh.
true heart of the restored Empire. Ooh. So
Ooh.
how's that for a start?
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. The art's really good too, but of course it is. I
Better
love the
coloring.
throwback covers too. The throwback color covers are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Outside,
Imperial.
a toxic weapons dump. Should be right here. This is a vault. Set the charges. There, in that shield container. Hurry, they'll be here any second. That's it. Zenithium, rare and deadly, and ours. Let's go. So yeah, they take that and they get out of there, and we got the package. Let's get out of here. Kir Kanos. I cannot tell you what a pleasure it is to meet the last remaining member of the Emperor Palpatine's royal guard. The tales of your bravery and loyalty are legendary. I am General Voda, at your service. And, and Bulgar, pay the man. Thank you for your service, Fett. And that's the last we'll see of Fett throughout this. Kanos,
Okay.
I must apologize for the abrupt nature of our invitation. We are on a tight schedule and time is of the essence. Allow me to show you to your quarters. I'm sure you must have questions. I assure you they will all be answered by your host in due time. Ah, but I'm doing all the talking. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? You've made it abundantly clear there's no need to speak with anyone except my host. Very well then. Here we are. I apologize, but you will not be allowed to leave your living quarters without an escort. I'm sure you understand our caution. Please enjoy your stay. Oh, and one more thing. You'll find a gift inside. When the time comes, your host will be extremely pleased if you would make use of it. Keep an eye on him. He needs to be sure. We need to be sure he can be trusted. He's here. Would you like to see him? No, not until tomorrow night. After our package arrives, until then, let's hope we haven't misjudged him. And phase one of our plan, it will take place tonight as scheduled. Excellent. You have done well, General. The goal will have and for which we have worked so hard for so long is now within our reach. If it all goes well, we'll soon see the destruction of our enemies and the restoration of the true empire. Who is this guy? He's an original villain.
Okay.
Dina Diesta, it's always a pleasure to see you. Since you've traveled so far, I thought we'd dine while we talk. I hope you don't mind. You're too kind, Admiral. It's Admiral Pelion
Oh, neato.
from Thrawn.
Yep.
Yep. And please, won't you be seated? Try this nectar from Altuna. It's marvelous. Now, by this point, he is the head of the Empire. By this point,
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah. Tell me, how is your father? It's kind of you to ask. He's not well. He would have rather made him the trip himself. You've not shared the reasons behind your visit. I hope your father's not having second thoughts about rejoining the Empire. No, no second thoughts, but he has been thinking. He is concerned that the Empire is at a serious crossroad. This protracted war is draining the treasuries of the Empire and its allies. We cannot afford to continue on our present course. So basically, this is also setting the siege for when Pelion decides we must surrender.
Okay.
But he's not there yet. Everything you
Right.
say is true. Again, this is written in hindsight after all those novels.
Gotcha.
That's one thing I do like about this. Fitting it in with something that's been long now established and now fitting it in between events. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, basically they're having this nice meeting. Like, I'm sure he has valuable advice. He does. He'd like you to consider a truce with the New Republic. A truce? Are you mad? The Moffs would rebel. My father wants to assure you that he will give you his full backing if you seek a treaty with the Republic, and he will intercede with the Moffs. He strongly urges you to take this advice seriously. Are you threatening me? Of course not. Let's enjoy our meal together. No need to rush your answer. I'm not leaving until tomorrow. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Hmm.
So again, it's setting things up to make it clear why he actually felt so confident to do it later.
Yeah, he was already he was already in the talks.
Yep. Now there's Nominor. Ask yourself, are you better off under the New Republic than you were under the Empire? If you are honest, you will realize that you have not benefited in the least under these new tyrants. The Empire was born out of the corruption of the old Republic, and the New Republic rose from the ashes of the Empire, led by the daughter of Darth Vader, the Emperor's chief enforcer. Does this make any sense? You are being exploited and lied to. He's right. Does the Republic? Shut up, fascist! Get up and get him! Shut him up! Right. You've arrived. Do you have what I requested? Yes, but it came at a cost. I lost Scepter on my key associates. Your losses are no concern to me. I require only the results for what I paid. Of course, my apologies, Nominor. Silence. No further talk until we are someplace private. As I said, it cost me more than I had anticipated. You have already been paid. Don't try my patience. Of course, here it is. After today, the local authorities will be looking for me. Our business is finished. Do not attempt to contact me. So
Damn.
this was clearly done just as because he introduced him. So he figured might as well just do one bit with him since he ended up becoming much bigger than ever planned.
Right.
Good
He
evening.
looked cool.
Yep. Good evening, Senator Booma. Working late? Ah, the ever-vigilant Miracin. Yes, as always, the senator's work is never done. I'm on my way home now, though. Good night, Sin. Good night, Senator. It's nice to go home. One of Leia's and Nogri guards. Dead. They make it look too Predator-like.
A little, yeah, but still, yeah.
We've got a security breach in the meeting hall area. At least one guard down. Level 4 alert. I'm heading towards the living compound. Another guard. That was close. They're headed towards the family's quarters. Gotta hold them off until the rest of my security team gets here. I guess the best defense is a good offense. Ah! It's about time you got here. Take over. I'm heading to the chief of state's quarters. It's too late. They're getting it. They're going in. Ka-choom! Nice shot, Organa. Too bad. Nice shot, Organa. Too bad there are three of us. Cha-choom! Cha-choom! Hold your fire. I think we got him. Princess, are you okay? The title is Chief of State. And yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Now tell me you've got all of the intruders and that the place has been secured. Right now, I don't know any more than you do. But I can assure you, wait a minute. Your children. I thought they were with you. Leia, not so fast. Stay behind me. In here. Stay back. Mom! No. And hold it. Don't do anything stupid. I've got you in my sights. Just step back. I'm coming out. This kid is my way out of the palace. I've got nothing to lose. I've been killed by those who sent me. If I surrender, and you'll kill me if you get the chance. So don't think I won't. Not if this nanny has anything to say about it. Why, you stupid germ! Anakin! Mom! Oh, Anakin, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you. Oh, Security Chief Sid. All of the intruders have been accounted for. We've located their ship and discovered how they gained entrance to the palace. 5 guards are dead. We will have more information shortly. Sin, are you all right? Yes. Guard, take the children to my own room. I'll join them in a few minutes. And one other thing. Stand guard outside the room. Now, Maris, talk to me. I know something's wrong. Wrong? Yes, something is wrong. I am your chief of security, the person responsible for your family's safety. Yet you have no reason to trust me, and I have no reason to offer you my loyalty. Since it was your father, Darth Vader, who brutally murdered my husband, I am loyal to the Republic, however, and I came here only to warn you of Kir Kanos and his vow to avenge Palpatine. Yet you've carried out your duties honorably. Yes, it's true, but how many times have I asked you to release me? I never wanted this position. Go on. Until tonight, until just a few minutes ago, I didn't know how I would react if you or your family were in danger. Would I hesitate, hoping you might feel the same lies I felt for so long? I'm so sorry. Aww.
Damn.
General Voda, you're sure that we're ready? Absolutely, Supreme Commander. You seem confident. Phase 1 on Coruscant did not go so well. A minor setback. We're ready to move on to phase 2. He's outside? Well then, let him in. Commander, gentlemen, if I may have your attention, please join me in welcome our honored guest, Kir Kanos of the Emperor's Royal Guard.
Sweet.
Death to the Imperial remnant, death to the New Republic. Long live the restored Empire. Long live Palpatine.
Damn.
Again,
Damn.
this is much better than just simply Kanos versus Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know why you. Yeah. Okay.
General Solo, looks like as though our victory is complete. The Imperial forces are clearly trapped in an unattainable position. You're right, but they're intent on fighting until the bitter end. It's a damn shame. There'll be a lot of unnecessary casualties. I'm not interested in a slaughter. Colonel, pull our ships back and send in ground forces. Let's see if we can end this thing. Sir, may I remind you that you've been on watch for nearly 48 hours, and all right, I read you. I read you, Elizen. Take command, but notify me if anything changes. Yes, sir. Sir, we have an urgent holographic communication from Chief of State Leia Organa. Leia? Okay, send it to me in my living quarters. Leia, is everything all right? I was told you had an urgent mission. Is it one of the kids? We're all fine. But first, how are you? How's the campaign? A success. We're involved in some mop-up, but we should be done and out of here soon. I'll be home before you know it. Now, why the urgent message? What's wrong? I was reluctant to bother you with this, but you need to hear from me before the rumors start flying. There was an attack on the palace last night. It appears that the kids and I were targeted. What? I'll return immediately. That's exactly what I don't want. Security is tight, and we're safe. You need to finish what you're doing. Do you know who was behind it? We suspect it was an element loyal to the Empire was responsible. We're trying to make that determination, but nothing is certain yet. What about the kids? Are they all right? Why don't you ask them yourself? Daddy, when are you coming home? All right, kids. I'll be home soon, very soon. In the meantime, take good care of your mom, and remember your dad loves you more than anything. Well, be safe until you get back. In the meantime, you look tired. Get some rest. Goodbye. General, you're needed in the command center. So much for rest. And I'd like to propose a toast honoring a hero of the true empire, someone whose devotion to the emperor is legendary. Gentlemen, show respect to the last surviving member of the royal guard, the living emblem of Palpatine's rule, Kir Kanos. Hear, hear! I hope you'll excuse the unfortunate manner in which your invitation was delivered. Time was of the essence. Time was of the essence, you see. Certain forces are in motion. We also apologize for making you wait so long for this particular meeting. Our introduction is long overdue, and hold your apologies, Devian. I know who you are and where you came from. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but you had a reputation under the Emperor as a hitman. Some would even say a thug. I know your history and your dirty work well. I don't trust you. Oh dear. I was so hoping this initial meeting would go so well. Tell me, what can I do to ease? Just tell me why I was invited here, and I'll be on my way. You are trying my patience. I assure you, I am not one to be trifled with. Excuse me for interrupting, but I'm about to depart on a mission. Before I leave, I want to say that what an honor it is to know that a member of Palpatine's own royal guard is joining our cause. Clemp, you idiot! How dare you interrupt? I'm sorry. Seems like an odd way to treat your officer. We have a strict code here, or a commitment that demands harsh discipline. He was out of line. Clemp is, however, a good example of the effect you, a member of Palpatine's legendary guard, can have on our men here and our mission. What mission? In due time. First, I think I might give you a little demonstration. I am well aware of your training of the squalls pits. I've had my own training, but not under such elegant conditions. I've often wondered how I stack up against one of Palpatine's elite. General Voda, bring me a lance. I've taken the liberty of inviting one of the guards to take part in our demonstration. This is Trooper Lankin. At your service, sir. Excellent. Excuse me, Kanos. While some may question my tactics, no one's ever questioned my skill. And I was not chosen to serve the Emperor without being battle tested myself. Vader himself selected me for service to Palpatine, but not before he, shall we say, narrowed the field of candidates. He gave me this as a reward for surviving my audition. It gives me pride when I go into battle. Now let's get on with this demonstration. Defend yourself, trooper. Commander, are you all right? Never better. You're good, trooper. Very good. But I fought the best, and you are no match for me. And so
Damn.
this ends, as it must. He was a good fighter, one of my best men, a hero on Divik 7. A true shame he's gone. That was a foolish waste. I am an expert, and this was only to be a demonstration. He should not have struck me with his weapon. The Emperor taught me to meet all oppositions with overwhelming force. And once he
Hmm.
put me on the ground, there was only one outcome possible. Now please enjoy your meal. My appetite is gone. Very well then. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain the reason for our invitation. You must be curious about this base. We are in an outpost built secretly during the early days of Palpatine's rule, as a hedge against the unreliable hand of fate. Numerous weapons and ships scheduled for decommission or deconstruction were rerouted here over the years, repaired and maintained. The men in this lab are tamed to a very rare substance, and it's so. And Nam, no, he gave him that chunk, Xenosum. You're very surprised and very good. You surprised me. So you know its unique properties. Treat it properly, that little piece of rock will destroy an entire city. What's your plan for this piece? I will use it to strike a blow against the Republic, one from which they will never recover. But I have more to show you. The men here have been called hardliners, men who felt and feel the new empire's lost sight of its goals that made Palpatine's empire great. We did not support Xandos Caravis and his ruling council, and now Admiral Pelion has taken charge of the Empire. In the minds of many, Pelion is weak, a disgrace to the Empire which Palpatine built. Our spies have discovered that a peace treaty will be offered to the Republic, an event that has hastened our own plans. Traitors, all of them. We are patriots, loyal only to Palpatine. Every individual in our movement has sworn an oath to destroy both the traitors and the New Republic alike. What better symbol for our cause than Kir Kanos? So in other words, they're trying to say they're like Kanos.
Right.
And the last living member of Emperor and Palpatine's Imperial Guard. You, whose loyalty to his slain Emperor's empire is legendary. So yeah, so innocence will die, an unfortunate byproduct of war. It is my hope that you, of all people, will understand our mission and join us in our responsibility, because you will be at my side, a living symbol of loyalty to Palpatine and his great empire. Our army will grow, and the true empire will eventually be restored. It's true I served Palpatine, and I knew you, Devian, a brutal thug who enjoyed the misery he dealt to others. Your action against one of your own men tonight confirmed that you have not changed. I wouldn't think of joining any action in which you were involved. Your actions are not honorable, and you are anything but righteous. A brutal thug? But I only followed the orders given me by my emperor, the very same Palpatine who commanded you. Were we not both driven by the same vision, the same purpose? What makes you any different than I? We are not the same. As you wish. Your opinions are of no concern to me, not when it's my destiny to lead the restored empire. I'm sorry, I clearly misjudged you, Kir Kanos, but enough of this chatter. I have other matters to attend to. It's time I got back. It's been a
Hmm.
long evening. Perhaps after you've rested, you'll feel differently. I've given you my answer, Devian. It will be the same tomorrow and the next day. Maybe. But I will ask you again just the same. I want to give you every chance before I'm forced to have you executed. In the meantime, these men will see that you are tucked in tight. I'll post several of them outside your door just in case you need anything. Now take him away! What? My blaster's gone. Stolen off my person even though my eyes were on him every moment. Ha 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 ha! Perfect. It will go
What?
easier on you if you tell us who you're working for. Who is behind the assassination attempt? Let me handle this. I'll make him talk. No, Gorbun, not yet. Listen, my friend, you need to tell me what I need to know. If you won't, well, I don't know how long I can hold him off, and I can guarantee you're not going to like his technique. I can't talk. If I do, they'll kill me. Security. Oh, look at that little guy. But yeah, basically she told us somebody's going on with Fina Diasta. Well, you had your chance. Gerben, he's all yours. Excellent. Wait a minute. You can't leave me with them. I'll talk. Did you hear me? I'll talk. Chief of State, yes, a message arrived by special courier. A message addressed to you. My name is Fina Diaz. Basically, she wants to meet with Sin. My message comes directly from Admiral Palpatine, Supreme Commander of the Galactic Empire. Palpatine has considered the terrible cost in lives and resources being devoted to a conflict which has already lasted more than a decade, and which may last for decades. Basically, yeah, they're talking about this whole idea of the truce and all that. I send this message to you because I am certain I can trust you. There's a great opportunity to end this bloodshed that has plagued many generations. Ma'am, you once consoled me to put my feelings aside and my personal feelings aside for the good of the Republic. That's the danger in handing out advice. You may end up having to take your own take your own. My brother Luke is arriving from Yavin. I want him to hear this news and to meet the person responsible for saving my life and the lives of my children. It will be an honor. Hello, Luke. So happy you came. This is Mira Sin, the one I told you about. Yeah, yes, your chief of security. I want to think, but yeah, so a nice meeting between them all and everything. And he hears about the name Devian, an old trick. He uses the blaster to blow up the door. That always works. What happened? Prisoner, show yourself. There he is. Surrender or... Ah! Halt now. Drop your...
Nope.
Walk me straight to the loading dock if you want to live. You did well. I have no desire to hurt you. If you value your life, run. So he takes it and gets out of there. The battle plan is perfect, General Voda. And Voda, I believe it will be the key to our victory. You've done well. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Kir Kanos has escaped. Did he use the ship prepared? Yes, sir. Fine, that will be all. Congratulations, sir. He did exactly as you predicted. I don't know how you could have known. Something I've learned from Palpatine himself, General. Instinct guided by a thorough knowledge of the enemy. In the entire galaxy, there's only one person he cares about. And if my guess is correct, he's on his way to see her, unaware that he's bringing with him the complete destruction of the New Republic. Oh, dear!
Damn. That's a bold statement.
So, in other words, Kanos realized he's made himself too obvious.
Yeah.
So, not a single engagement is being reported, sir. It appears the enemy has been capitulated. And as you can see on the screen, General, we've set up 3 bases, just in case of further resistance. And Chewbacca's mission was a complete success. Great. Can't wait to see the big lug again. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go home. General Solo, Lauren and Ndigo reporting, sir. Ndigo, and welcome aboard. Heard about your bravery on Rorschach. Your tactics were brilliant. Just doing my duty, sir. I've also been instructed by the Chief of State to request that you come home quickly and safely. Request? I bet. I want you to know, sir, that I'm happy to be here and eager to help enter the fray. Enter the fray? I'm sorry, son, but you're a little late. This battle is over. Just like a young guppy. Sir, if I said something wrong, forget it, kid. That old soldier has been around a long time. Our work here is done, but I have another mission in mind for you. Take a look at this map. It's the region where the Endor, a ship, vanished. An unexplained mystery that I want to investigate. A ship has been prepared and will be under your command. Leave immediately. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. This is a great opportunity. I won't let you down. Yep, just like a young guppy. And quick, so yeah, all of a sudden ships are the shuttles are coming in, and A-wings, hold your position. Stay ready. You have violated restricted space. You are under arrest. Yeah, they're all like, my name is Kir Kanos, and I'm unarmed. I bring only an urgent warning for Mira Sin. I need to see her immediately. The only thing you're going to see is inside of a detention cell. Now put your hands up. You need to let her know I'm here, and you need to do it quickly. If you don't, a lot of people are going to die. And Leia, are you sure you want to do this? If there's any chance we can finally put an end to this war, I've got to take it. Could you advise me on any other way? Normally, no, but we've been warned of treachery. I have a very bad feeling about this meeting. There's something wrong. How well do you trust this Fina Diasta? Her father has been a staunch ally of the Empire. And tell me, Sin, why would she send a message of this importance to the security chief instead of the chief of state? I'll tell you why. There are too many agendas and too many politics being played on both sides right now. Diasta chose to deliver the message to me because she could not trust anyone else on either side. And why should we trust you? My sister and her family were nearly killed under your watch. You know what? I didn't want this job in the first place. Then you should resign. Stop, both of you. There may be treachery involved in this offer, but it's not Mirith. And Mirith, it's peace. If peace is a possibility, we must pursue it. You're right. So I will attend the meeting. No, you. I need you here in Coruscant. I'm asking Mirith to go because I trust her. Mirith, I'm not so sure. Since some doubt my loyalty, I guess I'll have to consider the request. Now, please excuse me. I have duties to perform. Damn, Luke!
Damn.
You put a lot of faith in that woman. Yes, I do, but it has been earned. Please excuse this interruption. So yeah, basically this is what they find out about Kanos. A mysterious security breach under her watch, followed by a message from a known enemy of the Republic, and now a notorious member of Palpatine's own guard demands to see her. Do you still trust her? Okay, I can understand Luke's point there.
I mean, yeah. You still have to be a dick about it.
Yep, you've done well, Voda. But now it appears we need to move sooner than we planned. Events are unfolding much faster than anyone could have expected. Sooner? I'm conducting this operation according to a strict timetable. If we attempt to move our schedule, mistakes may be made. I understand, but we have no choice. We've just detected a new Republic warship headed directly towards us, very likely investigating the destruction of their earlier ship. We can't afford our word of our fleet to get out before Pelion makes his move. You need to understand, we're already preparing an accelerated pace. What you ask is impossible. Nevertheless, you will do as I command. We may be forced to engage with the Republic ship. They will not be caught unaware this time. If that happens, the Republic will send more ships. I don't need to tell you what that will mean to your timetable. I will see that the warship is distracted for as long as possible. Just do your job, and you will be fine. I'd hate to see a fine career blemish or even brought to an end. Kir Kanos, is it really you? Hello, Mirith. Been a long time. So I'll ask the obvious. Have you lost your mind? You put yourself directly in the hands of your sworn enemy. Or is this some kind of crazy plan to carry out the revenge on you sworn the Skywalkers? No, I came here to warn you. Me? How'd you know where to find me? I've always kept track of you. As far as my oaths, let's just say that it was made a very long time ago. You need to understand that I was trained to think a certain way, but I've learned seen things. I've seen what blind devotion can do to a man, to a whole group of men. I don't want to be, I can't be that man anymore. Okay, so by seeing someone who actually was pushing his views, he realized, in addition to what she showed him, how wrong he was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The emperor I served, the empire I fought for, can never be regained. But that's not why I came. At this very moment, a plot is being executed and intends to take down the government of the New Republic. I appreciate your feelings, Kir, but your warnings comes too late. The assassination attempt on the chief of staff and her family has already been thwarted. Assassination attempt? I don't know anything about that. I'm talking about the complete destruction of the palace here and everything around it. An Imperial named Devian claims to have stolen an explosive substance that can wipe out this entire region. He plans to use it. Soon. Devian? And Devian? Skywalker just came with a warning about him, and we've been alerted to the theft of Zenesium. You need to tell this to Leia, but you have to swear to me that you've given up your oath, and you might have more credibility if you weren't wearing that uniform. They've arrived there, and they're about to be attacked. Raise the ship. How bad are we hit? Shields absorb most of it. We're assessing damage. Sir, we have Nimbus-class ships bearing straight for us. Okay, defense batteries, lay down a barrage. Scramble our fighters. Let's knock them down. Oh, boy. So, yeah, they're fighting them. So, yeah, we see a big action going, and fire.
Damn.
Bullseye. Nice work, Captain. Congratulations. Piece of cake. Now let's get and put together a ground party and find out what's down there. I'm curious, Kanos. The entire galaxy has heard of your vow to avenge Palpatine. Your loyalty is legendary, yet you're here to warn us. My oath and the reason behind it are gone. You're listening to a man who swore he'd kill me. Yeah, so did Mara, Luke.
Right.
I came here under a white flag. I've warned you of a grave danger. If you have any honor, you'll let me leave now. I'm sorry, but wait. Before you say anything, I've decided to agree to your request. I'll meet with Diasta, but I'll do it on one condition. Kir Kanos leaves with me. Luke, You've trusted this woman up until now. Why stop? But I sense no treachery in either of them. Then my answer is yes. Take him with you. Who could have
Huh.
imagined this? The Republic's chief of state shaking hands with a member of Palpatine's own guard. Good luck. Still have a bad feeling about this, Luke? I still have a bad feeling about something, Leia. I just don't know what. Excuse me, madam. The chief engineer needs to see you immediately. He says it's urgent. Now what? Apologies, madam, but we're doing a routine search of the ship in which Kir Kanos is alive, and we found something odd. Strange radiation is being emitted from an unlikely spot in the ship's structure. What's more, the rings are rapidly getting stronger. And, in other words, I think the ship's about to blow. This was all a trick. It's the stolen Zintium. I'm betting running on board, and I'm betting it's embedded in the structure of Kanos' ship. Luke, wait! So yeah, they fly. It flies up there, and okay, everything's go. Skywalker, the ship's all yours. Good. Now clear airspace and immediately direct all orbiting ships away from the craft. Roger that. Luke, not much time left. Luke, dang!
Damn.
But you already tell the plans are failing.
Yes, obviously.
So that's it then. No one could survive that blast. Get me out of here. Luke's gone. He sacrificed himself. We know that he didn't. Ma'am, picking up an urgent transmission. I'm sure you want to take this call. No, I can't. Not now. Leia, it's me. Luke, I thought you were. You should know by now that it'll take more than a little explosion to stop me. I ejected in the ship's escape pod just before it blew. Orbital Patrol picked me up. But that blast wasn't merely a distraction. And I think we both know who was responsible. Uh-oh! Well, they couldn't have picked a more remote location. So basically they're there for a secret meeting. But yeah, now everything keeps pointing towards them.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, all happenstance. So yeah, they're meeting up with her and basically saying, on Kir Kanos. What a surprise. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's fitting, I think, to have a representative of the old empire. But yeah, so they are actually trying to make a decent treaty. Why send the message to me? Mirror Sin, we have history together. I know you as a person of honor, someone worthy of trust. But she arrives with Kir Kanos, who murdered Xandor Caravis and has since been a mercenary and a bounty hunter. I refuse to sit at this table with a wanted man. His presence contaminates this discussion. But Ambassador, wait. I'm not. I will not. I am certain Admiral Palpatine will support my decision. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. So what now? We continue. Choom, choom! No survivor. Get down! A bunch of blasting like, Kanos, don't move. Drop your weapon or choom! Are you all right? Yes, but this doesn't make sense. Why would the Empire attack their own secret conference? What are you looking for? These are Deviants, man. Wait, where's Diasta? Oh no. She's dead.
Oh. Oh, they got her. Oh.
I must hand it to you, General Voda. You successfully accelerated our launch. I'm extremely pleased. As you commanded, sir. And what about the Republic cruiser? Our attack on the enemy ship, together with the powerful screening device we deployed, made early detection of our departing fleet improbable. Besides, they've taken damage. Even if they see us, they cannot stop us. Good, good. Good, good. The success of our mission depends on stealth and surprise. We have our own target. We must not be delayed. We're jamming their signals, so they'll be unable to provide any warning. And we have one last surprise in store for them. The base? Yes, Republic forces are assaulting at the moment, this very moment. We left behind a small resistance force, but the entire base is about to be destroyed. Sir, the last of the ships has made the jump to hyperspace. Then there's no going back. For us, there's only the future. And sure enough, boom! Sir, the whole company, they're gone. Wiped out. We fought off the attack, but Fina Diasta was killed. We've told no one. Diasta dead? How can this be? The meeting was a closely guarded secret. Leia, I warned you about involving Kir Kanos. No! Kanos stopped the stormtroopers. Besides, we have proof that this attack was work of NX Deviant. Fima Debona's warning. We have an immediate problem to deal with. How do we inform Admiral Palpatine and Baron Diasta? I believe Sin and I should break the news to the Baron in person, escort her body home. I'm not so sure we should trust anything you say. Your ship nearly destroyed the palace. Stop, Luke. This is my decision. There's no telling how Fina's father will react to the news of her death. I think Kanos is correct. He and Miris will return the body, while I reach out to Pelion. Is it true? Yes, Admiral. The Baron's daughter is dead. Bastor. You were supposed to be at that meeting. Explain what happened. I left the meeting. I suspected treachery. You suspected treachery and left Baron Diaz's only daughter behind to die? Now we must retaliate. We have no choice, and I hold you responsible. Do you understand? Yes, sir. I understand. So he's clearly not in on it.
Right.
Admiral, I understand your anger, but we must be cautious. No, Diamo's right. We must retaliate. Oh no, he might be in on it. I may have erred by leaving Fina Diasta, but I'm not wrong here. We must strike a blow immediately. Admiral, our forces have just suffered losses to the Republic and Paladixius. This is not the time to weaken our fleet. Thank you for your assessment, Commander. That will be enough. As for you, Bastor, I'm wondering about your luck. How is it you departed just in time to escape harm? He's learning from Thrawn, of course.
Yep.
Fina Diasta was the daughter of an important ally, and former member of the ruling council. As I see it, we cannot lose the support of the Diastian sector. We must launch a damaging strike in order to show our solidarity and outrage. Begin preparations. The base was booby-trapped, General Solo. We've lost over 24 men. I take full responsibility, sir. Go easy on yourself, Captain. You were following orders. Coruscant has an idea whose base that was, and we're going to deal with them. Harshly. There's something else, sir. While we were restoring communication, we picked up what appeared to be a large number of ships moving away from the base. That's bad. The fact that they destroyed their own base means they have no intention of returning. Continue your repairs, son. I'll get back to you. Kanos, I'm tired. I'm not sure I can do this anymore. This war has defined my entire life. And for what? So you finally caught up with me. I'm serious. Everyone close to me, close to either of us, is dead. I'm not sure I believe in anything anymore. I know you're serious. Time and experience has changed us. Think about it. We've both turned our back on the oaths we once guaranteed with our lives. But we need to see this through. The Baron will see you now. Come in, please. Take a seat. Thank you for bringing my daughter home. As you can imagine, her death has been a terrible blow. I want to know everything about how she died. Spare no details. Fina didn't suffer, Baron. The secret conference was attacked by stormtroopers. Stormtroopers? You would have me believe that the Empire, and Gilad Pelion killed my daughter? No, Baron. Fina's murder was the work of a man named Devian. An ex-Devian? Palpatine's henchman? I knew him. It sickens me to even hear his name. If what you say is true, we have a serious problem. Pelion is planning a retaliatory strike against Coruscant. He's convinced the double-crosser was Republic treachery. Then Devian's plan becomes clear. Goad Pelion to attack on Coruscant, while his own ship strikes at the heart of the Empire. Yes. If Admiral Pelion carries out the strike, all chances for peace will be gone. Can he be stopped? There is a way. If there was no treachery, and there is a way. If there was no treachery, there's no need for him to retaliate. I'd like to reintroduce you to someone. General, we've evaluated the movement of Admiral Pelion's fleet. We believe its target is Coruscant. Then we better act fast. Tell Coruscant to get all its fighters off the ground. Pull and back every ship in the fleet. And plot us a jump to hyperspace. We need to set up a defensive line between the Imperial fleet and Coruscant. General Solo, are you all right? I'm fine. It's just that I thought I was finally headed home to be with my family. Instead, I'm returning to fight one more battle. Here's Odina. And thrilling to watch a plan come together. Don't you think, General Voda? The Admiral left very few ships behind. Our superior numbers will make short work of them. General Voda, we're breaking through their defenses. They can't hold out much longer. It was a brilliant scheme. Pelion could never expect that another force existed. Yes, it looks like that old fox has finally made a fatal mistake. Last issue, the grand finale.
Grand finales.
The end of Kir Kanos.
Oh.
Sir, the Armada is not where it should be. Hey, I've lost contact with them. Lost contact? You were tracking them. What happened? I had their fleet at the extreme edge of our long-range sensors, and then they just vanished. What do you think, Chewie? Some kind of trick? I've got them, sir. The Imperial fleet has reversed its course. I don't get it. And General, maybe I can help. We've just received word from Ornda. Admiral Pellion's new temporary base is under attack. Under attack? Then the Imperial fleet has been turned back to protect their base. But who are the attackers? So yeah, Pellion's personal guard is all that stands between us and the Admiral himself. Hold your fire, Admiral. You know, we know, and you are in there. Lay your men and tell your men to lay their arms. The fight is over. Thank you for your loyalty, soldiers. Please lay down your weapon and step back. A wise decision. But Admiral, I hope you won't be so foolish as to raise that weapon. Or are you perhaps considering using it at me? Not at all, though the idea has appeal. Admiral, you've been a good soldier, but you've lost your way. I mean, really, a peace treaty with the New Republic? I'm here to help you find yourself, but I need you to make a choice. Join us, submit to our new order, renew your pledge to Palpatine, and you can work with us to build an empire greater than ever imagined. I know who you are, Devian, and what you've done. Bastor, you're here, but you seem confused. You're standing with the wrong side, aren't you? He works for me now. Has for some time. I receive regular reports on your every move. For once, Admiral Pellion, you've been outsmarted. So, Bastard, you are the spy I've been looking for. I suspected as much. Damn! Seize him! So dies traitors. You've actually done me a favor by killing him, Admiral. Promises I no longer have to break. I'll give you one last chance, Devian. Surrender now, and I can promise you a fair trial. Ha! Hardly think you're in a position to be giving ultimatums. And you are a fool to think I'd allow you to get this far unless I had something planned. Your decision might be aided by the knowledge that your fleet is being destroyed as we speak. Again, you underestimate me. Even if your fleet was recalled, they couldn't possibly be here yet. I'm not speaking about the Ornda fleet. Commander, our fleet's under attack. We were caught off guard. What? How can that be? Did you think that you could attack one part of the Empire without arousing the ire of the rest? Baron Diasta, I had the 3rd and 4th and 7th fleet from the Diastian sector hiding behind Orenda's mood. More than enough ship to deal with your attack fleet. You trust Pellion after what happened to your daughter? After you allowed her to be gunned down while negotiating with the Republic? I know who's responsible for the attempt on my daughter's life. Attempt? Failed attempt. Fina Diasta? But you're dead. How is that possible? This is your last chance. Surrender now. And you, Kir Kanos, stand with them? You are the disgrace and betrayal to the memory of your emperor. No, I have betrayed you, but you are not his heir. Enough of this. Pellion dies. Not if you die first. Damn. And kill Pellion. No, you don't. Devian, don't leave me. Ready my ship. Plot a course for Devian. You've run out of time. Prepare to die. He's just one man. Stop him. Perhaps it's better this way. I've often wondered what it would be like to take on one of Palpatine's own. We are both warriors, you and I. Yet while you wear the crimson robes of Palpatine's own guards, it is I who seeks to restore his name. You had me wear these robes as a symbol in support of your cause. I wear them now to destroy that symbol, as well as your cause. Your personal agenda is warped in patriotic terms, but you are nothing more than a thug. Then you leave me no choice. You'll find I'm not like the others you have come against you. I was trained by Vader himself. He took my eye, and a reminder of the price one pays for failure. You've learned his lessons well. I've watched him kill students whose only ambition was to serve loyally, much like I saw you kill one of your own men in our first meeting. There's nothing left to say. One of us dies. Oh!
Yeah.
As I said, I was trained by Vader. There's no trick you can use that I don't know. And now we end this. Chink! And so, you see, as good as the Imperial Guard was, the best of them was no match for me. One last thing. You were right about my intentions. My loyalty to Palpatine served my own ambitions, but that knowledge dies with you. But I had you. You of all people should know Vato's first rule. Never stop fighting until your opponent is dead. Kanos, we need to leave quickly. There's not much time. The battle is over, but Palpatine intends to have you detained. After what we just went through, the Emperor has numerous warrants on your head. For that matter, I'm a rebel. He might decide to detain me also. Baron Diaz has indicated he will give us shelter, but we need to hurry. We can take Deviant's ship. Dock was one of Diaz's warships. Kanos, go without me. I don't think I'm going to make it. Later, Mira Sin, you are here to answer questions concerning Kir Kanos, former member of the Palpatine's Imperial Guard. Kanos is suspected of a terrorist attack in the attempted bombing of the palace here in Coruscant. I've answered this question numerous times. Kir Kanos had no idea the bomb was hidden within that ship. Do you expect us to believe that and believe that a man of Kanos' talents could be easily so duped? Yes, I do. So you take us for fools? I'll leave you to answer that question yourself. I've told you, Kir Kanos is dead. I've given you the truth as I know it, and I don't lie. Now please accept my resignation. I'm through here. This is insubordination. Stop her! No, let her go. Chief of State Organa, we are not finished. Oh, yes, we have. This inquest is ended. Do you believe her? That Kir Kanos is dead? Yes. She's never lied before. I don't believe she'll start now. Mira Sin has been through enough in service to the Republic. It's time the Republic release this hold on her. Now, excuse me, Luke. I'm going to find my husband and my kids, and we're taking a break. Far away from this place.
She totally lied.
Yep. So you believe her scheme will work? Probably not for long. Kanos will remain dead for a while, but it'll be difficult for a man of such talent to remain hidden for long. Still, it will buy him some time. There he is now, Baron Diasta. I want to thank you for your generosity. Please, a small enough reward for your own effort. And thanks to you also. Shall I call you Fina? You may call me Fina. She is a clone, it's true, but she's still my daughter. And I would do my best to replace the daughter he lost. A souvenir for you? My only regret is I was unable to speak to Marith. You were in bad shape when she brought you here. It's important that she return to her Coruscant if her ruse was to work. But I can tell you that she does care for you. I suppose. Still, I will bid you both farewell and hope our paths cross again. What do you think the future has in store for him? Who can tell? But I'm certain that Kir Kanos is dead. A new life gained and an empire lost. And that's it!
Damn.
What did you think?
Damn. That was pretty epic.
How was this compared to the other two? Better, or is it by comparison the weaker one? By comparison!
That's tough. It got a little weird sometimes.
I love though the Fina clone was still used. I love that!
Yeah, and I gotta admit, I kind of liked it. So
yeah, it was only going to end one of two ways: either fighting off Luke and going with the last in his lift, or have him give up.
Yep.
So, what did you think about this whole saga?
The whole saga, I dug it. I mean, it was really weird to have the long gap between the last part of it, but
yeah.
I'm almost think it did it justice. It gave it time to make it work
and have it fit in a perfect spot.
Yeah, with newer stuff that's already been told at that point. So
exactly, and add some context. Cool and added context, and yeah. So now, I thought Miras' story stuff with Leia was a little. It was good, but also a little forced.
I was gonna say it felt like putting 3PO in the prequels. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, it did.
And I'm sorry, a familiar face in there.
And Luke was an ass, but at least he's still not as bad as he was in Last Jedi.
No, it was poor writing.
But at the same time, a bit understandable here, though. At least here it's understandable, unlike Last Jedi. Here, it's like there was so much stats against her that even Luke, and by this point, Luke is trying to, by this point, also, if you knew what led into the Hand of Thrawn, Luke is reaching a point where he's unknowingly, by using so much force power, by being this uber Jedi, he's actually being tempted by the dark side again.
Okay, so
in a way, his mind is not thinking clearly.
he's giving in to anger and
Well, it's not so much giving in to anger, so
a
much as
little.
he doesn't realize. And that was Timothy Zahn's way of explaining and trying to downplay all of the bad people making the uber, godlike Jedi's.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, all of this was pretty freaking incredible, and this was the best of the artwork, wouldn't you say?
Yes and no. Some of the faces got a little weird, but
I think it was mostly weird when it was characters that were already established.
yeah. Yeah.
Luke and all that stuff. But would you say this was a worthy ending?
To his general story? Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
And she's lying, so yeah. He's basically hopefully
But
going out there to just to live a quiet, peaceful life.
he's not going to be quiet. We know that. As Diasta said, I like Diasta throughout all this, and I love how everything seemed to come together here. And like I said, I think their problem was doing their original idea was, how can you make a full story out of that?
True.
You're just going after Luke. How do you make a full story out of that? This felt like a much fuller story, and it felt like it actually brought an end to everything for everyone. Forcing the stuff was Maris aside.
Yeah.
But again, it was nice because it basically, again, he challenged Kanos. Kanos was an incredible character throughout all of this, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I dug that character a lot, and to me, it was odd to pick an odd character to go with that you would follow and kind of root for, but I liked the twist on it. So yeah.
Yep. And again, having him finally realize it, and Maris was a good character too. I just didn't like all this, oh, why should we trust you?
Yeah, true.
But again, I do think her finding out about Leia, and everything, because it's made clear she showed up to warn Leia about Kanos. But then she got roped into being the chief of security.
Oh yeah.
But although I gotta wonder what made Leia think she was so qualified.
I don't know.
I mean, she was clearly qualified.
But honestly, maybe it was some of that overconfidence.
Maybe
Skywalker trait.
Yeah, maybe. But again, I did like this. Definitely felt like a love letter to the earlier Dark Horse comics of the first two minis. This felt like a love letter to that early pre-New Jedi Order era.
Yeah, I agree. I'll agree with you there.
So and it worked in that. This is one of those rare cases where it worked on the multiple levels. It worked as a new installment. It worked as a conclusion, and it worked as a love letter to the older Star Wars era.
Yeah. And I don't know. We were talking about it earlier, and I was expecting, some kind of bad writing, and
oh yeah. Like I said,
it ended up being pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's good. Although Deviant, weakest villain.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it was good writing because the way he did things and the way he treated people.
Oh yeah.
It made you not like him.
It felt
like you wanted to see bad things happen.
Who do you think was worse, Deviant or Jax? Or do you think they're equal? I think they were equal.
I'd say they were equal, just different.
Oh, they were equal.
Was obviously more hands-on. Obviously,
yeah, definitely more hands-on. But let's be honest, they were both very similar. Just seeing everyone as expendable and all that.
Mm-hmm. That Jax guy would have been great, played by a younger James Woods.
Yeah, now I will say though, I do think Jax would have been more successful at running the Empire than Deviant would. Like Kano said, he's just a thug.
Yeah, that is true.
I think he would have brought everything down to ruin.
Eventually, but isn't that everything's fate?
I also did like how we introduced that one guy who did serve a purpose, at least. That one guy who went to help Han, and it turned out he was there. But then but after that purpose was served, he wasn't needed anymore, and it was like, womp.
See ya. We're not gonna write for you anymore.
Exactly. But again, this was just a really good. It's an incredible. This is still, I wouldn't say it's one of the best of all of Dark Horse's time on Star Wars comics, but it's up there.
No, definitely not the best. But again, the Dark Horse times, there's some good comics that came out of that era, and there's some really weirdo comics that came out of that era. So
exactly,
it's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss, but these were all definitely hits
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm glad we did these because that's a story I never would have followed on my own.
Yep.
And then
But
to watch, I
and
guess, the basic start of a career of an Imperial Guard to the end of his career as an Imperial Guard, and then past that was
exactly.
really cool.
And again, having him realize he was so loyal. They kept saying his loyalty was legendary.
Yeah.
But then he finally realized the truth. That is, but the fact that he phrased, but the one thing that put me off with him phrasing saying the emperor I knew is never coming back. It's like, so you're not accepting the idea that the emperor was bad.
I guess not.
That was the off point. It just felt like, ugh.
But weren't they were kind of making them that they'd been trained since they were really young, right?
We don't know how long they were trained. They never made that part clear. But I do recommend you also check out the Crimson Empire audio stuff if you look on YouTube for it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it for the Crimson Empire saga. And Jeremy, thank you so much.
Hey, no
Spoil
problem.
and does it get a little real world context? It's around. We've been doing this for over 3 hours, so we're both exhausted. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will see you guys all on the next one.
Hasta la
Take
vista,
care.
baby.